Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Salam sejahtera. I'm Siti Suryani Usman from University Science Islam Malaysia, and I'm here representing my group to present our innovation for Isic 2026. So let me share you my screen, and I will share you with our idea for innovation. So the title of our innovation, this is in the category of idea, is Halal reporting literacy, a conceptual toolkit for ethical and informed journalism. So basically, my background is in journalism, and I have several of my colleagues over here in this team, and we are focusing on each of our expertise. Besides me in this team, there are Liana Matnayan from Utah. She's from communication. Nur Surilawana Sulaiman from UNISA Brunei. Surilawana is from Halal background. Saira Farouk Shah from Mayapur University, Pakistan. She's in English. And also Tresna Wiwitan from University Islam Bandung, Unisba, Indonesia. She's from the field of communication as well. So let us first see the issue of the general understanding about halal itself. So if we see the hidden depth of modern halal, what we see usually is only discussion reporting related to food and certification. It is quite limited, indeed. This is how the conventional media focuses, and what we hope for the halal reporting, a more in-depth, a more ethical ones, that must include ethics. It will cover a lot of things, not only food and certification related to halal only, but also the business itself, consumer rights, and also the whole culture of the industry. So we have to see from this lens that halal is no longer just a dietary guideline. It is a complex, multi-dimensional global issue that dictates how journalists must shape public understanding. And in terms of focusing on journalism, let's see the journalistic blind spot that we are talking about. Basically, reporting that can give negative impact to any kind of framed issues. Is basically because of lacks of critical depth and also lack of investigative rigor. This might be because of institutional, descriptive, and reliant on official narratives only. So journalists currently, we cannot deny this, in many countries, currently face overwhelming challenges when grappling with the profound ethical, linguistics, and also contextual nuances of halal issues. So let's have a look on the process to bridge the gap of global media. What we can see today is basically a news organization, for example, reporting, framing certain issues, for example, halal issues, and it is being published in the newspaper, be it in the printed version or in the online version. So halal reporting literacy toolkit that we are proposing includes several important dimensions, and it includes also, and it should move beyond regulation, where it helps journalists to build journalistic capacity to understand halal beyond mere certification and basic rules. That's one thing. Second is to ensure accuracy, where it helps journalists to guide themselves to navigate complex issues accurately, ethically, and responsibly. And to foster trust as well among readers and users. So this will enlighten and inform audience related to halal issue itself. So here we come in terms of the architecture of halal reporting literacy, where each of these three dimensions that I'm going to talk about, these are basically the three main dimensions that we are proposing for specialized journalistic mastery. It means what actually we can put into when we want to propose this toolkit of halal journalism. The first is ethical literacy, second is language and discourse literacy, and the third one is contextual literacy. So the first one is ethical literacy. It is in terms of handling controversies with fairness. Yes, so let's go to this, yeah. Generally, yeah. And then when we want to report an issue in fairness, we must have this dimension to weigh the narrative ethically. Dimension one is ethical literacy, where it involves accuracy, balance, verification process, and also accountability process. So here it is essential for handling high-stakes halal controversies with unwavering fairness and journalistic integrity. It's not just about what is reported, but how it is weighed. The second dimension is language and discourse literacy. And this is in terms of the precision, yeah, of discourse. We have two suggestions here, or two aspects, and that we have to focus in this dimension, which are the mechanics and also the audience impact. In terms of mechanics, it focuses heavily, yeah, on the exact use of terminology and the profound nuances, yeah, of translation in religious and also cultural context. Yeah? So this is in terms of the mechanics of reporting halal and use exact terminology. Those are very important because if we use wrong or inaccurate terminologies, that would lead to misunderstanding among the readers. Yeah. And in terms of audience impact, yeah, it is vital for framing stories appropriately for diverse and international audiences. And then only when the mechanics is correct, the terminologies are correct, yeah, it will give a positive impact with certain level of understanding among the audience. Um, uh, as the effect of appropriate framing, informed audience, accurate narrative, and also considering cultural sensitivity as well. Yes, so words carry immense weight, and this is so important. The wrong translation or out of context terminology can shift a narrative from informative to misinforming or alienating. So the third dimension is contextual literacy. Yeah, this is in terms of navigating global nuance. The first one is governance systems, and second is of course socio-cultural sensitivities. Because we have to know the fact and understand that halal is not a monolith. Yeah, one size fits all reporting approach is fundamentally flawed. Yeah, it must be cultural bound. It is always cultural bound in terms of reporting, yeah, including halal reporting. The governance system affects or deepens, yeah, the journalist's understanding of how halal governance and regulatory bodies differ drastically from one country to another. So from there, yeah, from all the three dimensions that we have suggested, yeah, we hope to see this journalistic paradigm shift from the conventional reporting to halal literacy. So in terms of editorial scope, yeah, the conventional reporting is quite hyper-focused on food and certification only when it is reporting about halal. Yeah, but in the future, with the toolkit, we hope that reportings will explore more multidimensional issues related to halal, which includes ethics, culture, and business as well. In terms of tone and approach, in conventional reporting, it is more descriptive, as we can see now, and reliant on official institutional narratives. Yeah? So the future with the toolkit we are suggesting, we hope reportings to be clearer, critical, yeah, investigative, and also deeply verified. In terms of structural format, yeah, the current conventional reporting, we follow more rigid, yeah, very quite rigid, yeah, and prescriptive manuals. With the toolkit we are suggesting, we hope to find more flexible, yeah, and contextually adaptable guide for our journalists. So to empower the editorial desk, yeah, as a whole, yeah, we hope the guide will be adaptable, yeah, for newsroom in terms of daily reporting, to journalism education through university curricula, and also to professional training trainers, which involve hopefully to meet career upskilling. And then X um, as a backward against misinformation and framing. This is what we hope the toolkit, as a whole, can contribute towards this, and the over commercialization of halal narratives, and also a pervasive lack of critical investigation. So, forging a specialized competency. So what we hope basically is this toolkit, would able to position halal reporting precisely as a specialized journalistic literacy akin to financial or data journalism. So we want this kind of interaction between the academic theory and the real world practice, so that it will lead to a much better reporting, especially related to halal reporting. Yeah. And the impact is empirical validation, academic integration, and also digital evolution. So the future state of halal reporting, this is basically our focus. Yeah, we hope with the toolkit, it will elevate quality and improve credibility and depth of halal related reporting globally. Second is we hope to align values, a more ethical journalism practice that naturally aligns with public trust and profound cultural values. The third one, we hope for editorial empowerment, journalists equipped with a multidimensional awareness, free from reliance on basic press releases. The fourth one, we hope that the toolkit will lead to global synergy, a permanently strengthened link between core media literacy and responsible cross-border reporting. And finally, a more ethical journalism practice that naturally aligns with public trust and profound cultural values. So basically, the toolkit, we hope it will able to transform halal reporting from a niche topic into a rigorous professional journalistic competency. Yes, so we hope it will define an entirely new space in journalism where critical literacy, ethical balance, and deep context intersect. A new standard for global media. That's what we are hoping. So, so that is our idea, for Isic 2026. So we hope that this idea will able to contribute something to the field of journalism in terms of reporting, and we hope it will benefit, as we mentioned before, not only journalists, but also researchers, and also impacting journalism curricula at universities. It should be investigated further, but at this moment, these are the dimensions that we are proposing for this toolkit. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi